Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode where we are celebrating women who lead, cold, build, and inspire. We have today with us Shravya, who is a program manager with New Summit Cybersecurity. And welcome, Shravya. We're so happy to have you here today.
Thank you so much, Vidya. I'm equally excited to be here and also nervous, a bit nervous. Let's see how this goes. I've always been seeing the podcast shows on the Instagrams, the socials, and this is great to be here as well.
Fantastic. Let me tell you, a lot of women out there are truly looking forward to hearing from women like you who've made it in the tech space, right? So I'm happy you're here. All right, so let's dive right in. Okay, we want to understand, a little about your early career days, and especially how the 2008 recession that happened. How did that shape your career as well?
Yeah. So when I think back, that was 2008. I finished my engineering, and that was when the recession hit the industry. I had secured a very good placement through the campus selections, but unfortunately that did not work out. They did not call us, so that did not happen. But I did not stop there. Went ahead and I got into a role which was as a technical support, role. But yes, though I did not like to get into that position, but I did not close out the doors there and thinking what next. But I took that as an opportunity, started learning, did some certifications during those time, and it went on. So within less than a year, I would say, I got an opportunity as an IJP in the same company and moved into the risk and security management.
Wow.
So that's how my tech journey began. After 3 years, the same placement company where I had got placed, they called me. And during that time, I was already into what I felt, this is what it is. And I continued there.
Fantastic. Wow. I can imagine those days we early days in your career and really trying to figure out. But what I love is that you actually use this technical support role to reach to where you are today, right? I mean, I also heard you talking about certifications that you did, right? And I'm sure there are these kind of tactics that a lot of us use to progress in our career. Can you share how can our young women who are aspiring to be in tech, how can they leverage some of these tactics?
Yeah, so it's like when you want to get into something and they say that no, you do not have experience on this. So it's like not an end. It's an opportunity for you to look into. It's an invitation where you can see what you can get into, right? So that's where I thought, okay, this is something that they're looking for. So I need to build on this. Already I had done few certifications, and what I did was, the other thing is shadowing with the people where I aspired to get into, the role where I aspired to get into. So that's how I started learning things. So this part of the phase actually helped me in getting to where I am right now. So it has definitely been challenging during my initial days, but I've learned a lot through it.
Okay. So Shravya, as a program manager who's worked across various regions, right? You've now recently been working in Middle East, right? How do you manage cross-cultural and cross-functional teams?
Yeah, so I would say it begins with understanding, first thing, and then each region, I would say, or different region have different culture and different understandings. So that's where it starts. What I do is I set my goals early with the clients and always be transparent to them. So this will help us to gain trust of the clients. So this is one thing. Be it with the clients or even with my own team, where either it is a BA or a tester or developer or an architect. So whoever it is, you align with them, start with them early, and you be transparent and guide them on where you're reaching or the goals. You set goals for them. So that helps in gaining the trust of the client, and also which in turn provides us work. more work.
Yeah. So just having that, staying in communication, I hear, is very, very important, and clarifying as you move on. Yeah, great. Would you like to share some leadership lessons as well that you learned on the way?
Yes, definitely. So I would say one big one is the leadership don't follow the titles. It's the intent that they follow. So anything that you learn into, you always give another. You always don't make it a point that, or feel bad or something, that if you're not. It's okay to tell them that you are not aware of things. It's okay to tell that you're still learning. So that will help, and this will be as one of the strength. So not to make that as a weakness.
Yeah, I love what you've shared, that title doesn't define you, but your intent does. And I hear that as a leader, you're also continuously learning, right? And that if you have that intent, you'll be successful, is what I hear.
Yeah, it's like each day, it's like you're learning something new. Each day you get to learn new things. You meet new people. Yeah, every day is a learning.
Fantastic, great. Would you have any advice, especially for the young women who are unsure about being in tech?
Yes, definitely. So it's like you don't have to feel that you're alone and nobody is like you. So this world actually requires perspective, what you are, and you don't have to be like somebody else. It's like each one does not fit a mold, right? So it's that way. So you have to search your calling, I would say. Until unless you get that, you can keep trying.
Great. So yeah, and I think women bring a different perspective to the workspace as well, right? Great. Okay. Thank you so much. So far, it's been really great. I know you mentioned you were a bit nervous, but you've been fab on this show.
Yeah, because you are with me.
All right. Let's move to the rapid fire round. Okay, one word that describes your journey.
That's definitely resilient, because that's where you get to learn things. As I said, it's okay to fall or to do anything, but then bounce back must happen, right? So yes.
Great. The skill that you rely on most?
That's definitely the active listening.
Oh my God, I can imagine, with the cross-functional and cross-cultural teams that you manage.
Sometimes it becomes difficult also to understand what the client is talking when they're not very fluent with English, right? So they add in their accent. So yes, definitely you need to understand them, and that's when you get to know what exactly they mean.
Fantastic. One thing people misunderstand about program managers.
Yeah, it's always they feel that we're only doing the tracking, the follow-ups, and all of that when you get into a daily Scrum call. So it's just not that. It's more than that. It's building the bridges between the client as well as the team members, right? There's a lot of things which goes into it.
Yeah, and I personally believe it's a make or break role, right? A bad program manager can actually break the whole program.
Yes.
Yeah, and a good one can take it to places. Fantastic. Certifications or experience, a bit tricky.
Yeah, I would say both, because along with the certification and you put in your experience, that's where it becomes gold, right? So that's right, yeah.
Absolutely. Who's your role model?
That's definitely my mother. No second thought, because she has been my strength, my everything, I would say. There's just, I cannot define her. So whatever I am today is because of her.
Wow. I loved what you've said, and with an episode which is about women in tech, I think our mothers have also played a huge role in helping us, actually build that discipline and that strength. Yeah. Thank you so much, Shravya, for this fantastic episode. I'm sure a lot of you have got some wonderful nuggets from Shravya. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me here today.